is Richie Adeusi. I want to thank every single one of you, the 100 of you that subscribe so far to support us in our program, the Slow Parenting Podcast on Nostalgia Media through our YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for supporting us, for encouraging us. You know, it becomes very important to, put this on record, say thank you, to practice what we preach. More so, since I received just about a few days before we crossed the 100 subscriber base, I received a text from my son. And it's like, Dad, it's so hard to create content. And I smiled. And I responded to say, just keep doing what you are doing. Focus on your messaging, meaningful messaging. Be consistent. Don't be swallowed up by the instant gratification syndrome. That was before we crossed the 100 subscriber base. I'm sure he's following the channel. Because some might be saying, what's the big deal about 100 subscribers? It's a big deal because it's about one life at a time, one message, one individual, one family, one young person, one child, salvaged, supported, helped at a time. So it's time we take our parenting jobs seriously in terms of mirroring what we expect to get from our children. The noise out there is deafening. Let's let our children know that it pays to work and work hard. It pays to remain consistent. It pays to show integrity in the work that we are doing, to place value in merit. It pays. So I want to thank you, all of you. And by the way, between the time of that his messaging and that we crossed 100 subscriber base, as I make this video, we are over the 200 subscriber base. So I want to thank every single one of you. And if you take your time to send me a message in my inbox, go to the YouTube channel, Slow Parenting Podcast, you'll find my email address there. I'm going to send you a thank you gift, an e-copy of my book, The 7.5 Temptations Parents Face. Thank you so very much. See you every Wednesday on the Slow Parenting Podcast. Thank you. Hello, Slow Parenting family from across the globe on YouTube. The guys on TikTok, this includes you. Thank you for joining me on another promisingly interesting episode of our podcast, the live stream part of it of Slow Parenting Podcast on Nostalgia Media. My name is Richie Adeusi. I'm delighted to have you here today. Join me. And we are continuing in our series on co-parenting, specific issue areas of co-parenting, as I have detailed in my soon-to-be released book. That book is going to be available for pre-booking, pre-order from the 31st of March. It's going to be available for outright purchase online, Amazon, Books by Barnes and Noble, all of them, all of the online stores. They're available from the 8th of April, okay? From the 8th of April. But you can pre-book from 31st of March, and it would have been available from Amazon to pre-order from Amazon. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Like I said, we're still talking co-parenting, and today we are focusing, if you like, zeroing in on the partners themselves, self-care. Okay, self-care for co-parenting partners. That is the individual, the parents who are involved in a co-parenting relationship. They need to take care of themselves. Last episode, last week, we talked about the emotional, well-being of the children themselves. For the parents to be able to, you know, get on with parenting, the young people, they themselves have to be well. And by being well, we mean all around, emotionally, mentally, physically, they need to be well. So today we are focusing on things that parents or partners who are involved in co-parenting relationship could do, could choose to do to help themselves retain, um, if you like, tip-top uh, healthy lifestyles, to keep going for themselves, and most importantly, to keep going for their children. Okay, so if you're still just joining us, we are talking today about self-care. We're still talking co-parenting, and this topic for today again is another chapter in my soon to be released book, Effective Co-Parenting Strategies for Success. So today we are looking at the issue of self-care, okay, for individuals who are involved in co-parenting. The thing to note here is if you as a parent are not feeling well, no matter how much of a good intention you have or you might have, you know, you can't do you can't give what you don't have. If you're not healthy, you can't do the things you need to do for yourself first, and then, well, for your children. So there is a challenge here for you, for your children, to be healthy. Okay, it's an obligation you owe to yourself, first and foremost, to be healthy. You need to be healthy and well. It is when you are healthy and well that you are able to work. Okay, you're able to provide. I want to provide for my children. Good, yes, they're a good thing, but then you need to be healthy, whether providing for them financially or in some other material forms, even emotionally, which is in most cases what gets to lack in our relationship with our children most times. That's emotional support that they need, which makes some of us believe that once uh, we are providing stuff for our children, they should be okay. Most times we've gone through all of that. The videos are there in the channel, but it won't stop us from mentioning that now that you're able to give stuff to your children don't mean you are there for them. You need to be there for them. And for you to be there for your children, you need to be well. For you to be well, you have to intentionally focus on yourself, taking care of yourself. Of course, challenges that come with separations, divorce, living apart, because it's not every couple that are not in the same place that are divorced or separated, like we don't want to have anything to do with ourselves again. It's not everybody. People live in different locations, either because of work or study, or, well, sometimes it might even just be recreation or, well, vacation, as I should say. Some vacations, some people take vacations that last a month, 2 months. Within those time periods, the children still need to be taken care of. Whether it's the two of you that are in the same place or one is at home, one is on that vacation, you still need to take care of the children. And because you need to take care of children, you need to intentionally take care of yourself, even if you are not in, especially if you are when you are not in the same place due to whatever reasons. That's what we're talking about here. The first area of challenge, if you like, is your mental health. A lot of us are very good at living in the closet, masking things. Many people on the outside believe that everything is okay, meanwhile, everything is not okay. We're not saying wear your challenges on your face, but don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself. So in separation situations, especially the ones that are not, they traveled or school or, some rare cases in those areas. But then in situations where people have divorced or they've separated out of, I don't want to be with you again, there are psychological impacts on both parties. It's not one person. So it's not something that, someone else, one of them is, thank God. You could say thank God on the outside, but when everyone that have been clapping for you, that might be clapping for you, have gone away and it remains only you, you know what situations you find yourself in. No matter how terrible you feel that other person had been, there are always flashpoints, there are always moments that, especially now when we have children involved. In some cases, some people start neglecting themselves, especially when such individuals blame themselves as being the reasons for the separation or the divorce. They might not even blame themselves, but just the shock of it. Initially, it might be, good riddance. But when people get to sit down, day breaks, day breaks, and they'll be like, so this is real. Some individuals begin to neglect themselves, even physically, how they look, feed. Some of the things that might be some of what would have created the separation, the divorce might be, why do you always look like this? Okay, now I have freedom. Nobody is going to tell me how to dress, how not to dress. You go haywire. And with time, people start to ask. Meanwhile, it's your partner that has been your wardrobe or whatever, physical outlook, instructor or contractor. But you've sacked him or her to gain freedom. So you now look your normal self, which is not what people know you with. And people begin to ask, what's wrong with this person? It goes from that external outlook to, for some people, it starts from the emotional, physiological, psychological realm. Start keeping away from people, start, being carefree about even work that you do. Some people lose their jobs. Some people who do some who might have been in businesses suffer that period. So your business must not suffer, because whatever happened that created the divorce or the separation, you probably had a long time, maybe not in all cases, probably had a long time to talk it through, but you got to that point, whether it is because of you or you're the one, the initiator, or you're not the initiator. The important thing is that this is where you are now. So you need to pick up the pieces. You need to look after yourself, how you look physically, your feeding. Be mindful about your job. Be mindful about your business. Not because of anybody else to start with. At this point, not even because of your children. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but then it's true. But look, not even because you have to put your personal act together to be able to mind or care for your children. Yes. You need to put your act together yourself. You need to be well, psychologically, emotionally, physically, productively. Yes. So keep going. It's not the end of the world. Yes. Because there's that still struggle. There's still that struggle. How did this happen? It has happened. Hmm? We need to live. I'm not encouraging you to go and separate or go and divorce, but I'm saying if this is you, you are in that situation now, you're separated, you're divorced, you need to hold yourself together, male, female, especially on this program. If you have children, you need to find strength to hold yourself together, to be able to hold your children together. Both of you. Yes, both of you. We have cases where someone say, I'm only here just for my children to grow up, and yeah, the children will grow. But as they are growing, that's the challenge. As they are growing, what are you mirroring? Are you giving them the impression that, look, marriage or even giving birth is an error, it's a mistake? A lot of them notice things like that, make such statements, take such position, I will never give birth, I will never marry. So how you will handle your emotional well-being would determine how you are able to mirror a balanced personality that intentionally gets to get things done, pursue things that you need to pursue, your career, your business, your studies, whatever it is that you are doing, you intentionally, your children see you. You are strong, not form strong. Yeah, I get it. Oh, so what if I form strong? Yeah, there's nothing said that says that anybody can break down when it's only you and you feel like, what, how, how did I get here? You're human. Oh, so, sure, you're human. Okay. And maybe this is one of the reasons why people should think deep, not twice, deep, because twice might not be deep enough. We think real deep before the issues of separation, before the issues of divorce. When the clappers are gone, when those family members who say drive him away, drive her away are all gone, and it's just you remaining, it's tough. It will be tough. No matter how much you hate that person, there were moments of laughter, of joy, of winning together. Those moments will come back to you once in a while. Are you going to be able to handle them? So this session today is not about counseling couples about separate norms, but we are saying it's part of the reason, especially how it's going to impact on your children. Because if you are not emotionally balanced, the children will see it. The children seeing it will create strongholds in them, strongholds of supporting one person or the other, strongholds of taking their own decisions on life's issues that revolve around relationships, marriages, and then having children. So you need to be strong. And if the children are with you and it's that time that, well, you break down, put it that way, be sincere. Be sincere with them so that they know, because they are learning, they are watching you. They could cry along with you. They could put up a bold face along with you. They could take a hard stance along with you. But then you are the narrator in this story, in that narrative. You need to let them know, yeah, this is what's happening with me now. I'm not enjoying it. Okay, but I can't change what has happened. Dad, why do you mean you can't change it? You can call mom back, or mom, what do you think you can change? You can call dad back, you can get back. No, it's not as easy as that. But maybe, who knows? Yeah. But don't say who knows if you don't mean who knows. Okay? So that you do not end up breaking the children's hearts. The expectation. They are still fixated. As far as they are concerned, it's still family. Some children are good at matchmaking, if there's any word like that. They are good at matchmaking the two of you, their parents again. Some little suggestive actions, behavior suggestions. You need to let them know. You owe them that, and yourself. If you wouldn't like, if the children are with you, if they are with you or if they call you, depending on what the arrangement is, remember, this whole thing is about parenting, okay? Not so much about your relationship with your ex-partner or ex-husband. It's about your responsibility as co-parents, okay? Let your children know your stand as nicely as you can put it. And you appeal to them how you want them to bring up certain issues. Don't use any negative terms. Don't speak about your ex-partner or ex-husband or ex-wife negatively. No. Avoidance of the discussions around them is better than discussing and using negative terms or words or expressions. So let your children know. So that would help you to cope emotionally, because if you don't want certain issues brought up which would make you emotional, let them know. Because you can't hide your separation or your divorce from your children. You can't. They know. So if you're saying, okay, this is this situation, but yes, mommy is not here, that is not here, but I would appreciate it, as much as I would have loved for everybody. That's not what the case is now. Let's just talk about us here. If that's what you want, let them know that. So that, remember, we've always advocated boundary setting here. Have an agreement. It would save some secret tears, because maybe you wouldn't want to hurt the children. You wouldn't want to cut them short in saying certain things or doing certain things. Discuss it. It will save everybody. So the children also know that this is what you've agreed on. You don't talk about this. You don't bring this up. Don't bring that. You agree. Okay? You let routines, okay? When you are at par with your children, because they are the main pieces of this relationship now. Whichever parent, when they are with you, whether you are the one who visit or the one they go to visit, try not to, change. In as much as possible, try to maintain agreed routines. It would help you. We're talking of self-care. It will help you not to get to be uncomfortable around your children, either physically or emotionally. Okay? Let them know when we're here. But mom, dad likes this kind. John, you remember we agreed. Let's talk about what we like here. It's not, I don't, but, I've told you how bringing that up makes me feel. You cannot say, I told you how bringing that up makes me feel if you had not discussed it with the children. And they know. The children will always want to do that because they're still inside of them, they somehow anticipate or dream that it's possible that everybody will get back together. So don't be surprised that even when you have set those boundaries and had those agreements, that once in a while somebody will come. So be strong. They're expressing a need, but you have to advocate for your own need. Physically, look good. Go to a gym, register, or walk if you live in an environment where it's okay and safe for you to take walks or jog around. Keep yourself, not because you want to go into a relationship, but for yourself first. Be healthy. Be physically, physiologically, inside, outside, be healthy. Because you need your health, you need your physical health to do your work. You need your physical health to help your children in one way or the other, whether they're living with you or not. So long as you retain relationship with your children, you need to be physical to be able to relate with them. Either go to where they are or drop them off to school or go out, whatever. You need to be healthy to do any of those. Yeah. And then remain productive. Whether the person who has gone away or the person you have gone away from had been the person providing, whether it's the male or the female, it's not only males that provide things in families in the modern day and this modern day and age. It might be the female partner or the wife that was the breadwinner, is possible. You keep at what you're doing. If you've not been doing anything before, which should be, preposterous to start with, get to do something, be productive. If you have always been both productive, don't neglect your business. Don't neglect your job. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Put self-pity aside. Focus on your business. Focus on that job because you need earnings to take care of your children, to take care of yourself, to get going. Okay? So whatever it is you are doing, get better at it. If you are not doing anything before, okay, some people say I'm a full-time housewife. Well, if it was the agreement but now you agreed to that, but now you are both apart, get something that would earn you money doing. Thankfully, these days, there's so many things you can do from sitting inside your house, so long as you have a computer and you have internet access and you have electricity. There's so many things you can do online to earn money. You can, first of all, embark on self-improvement to learn one skill, online skill or the other, to be able to do things. Yeah. Make yourself productive or retain your productive pursuits. If you had one before the separation or the divorce, continue. Don't slack, don't feel sorry for yourself, don't sink into the depressive fits. Someone will say it's easier said than done, but you are the best therapist to help yourself in that area first. If you now fail, well, third party therapists would then be needed. Okay? Excuse me. I'm talking about third party therapists. Don't be shy to seek for help. Okay? Don't be shy to seek for help from those, excuse me, excuse me, especially from those who are experienced. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was choking rather badly and my drink was far away. Okay? Don't be shy to look for help. Professional, experiential, don't be afraid. Don't find out one person that what you are doing is not a sounding board. You need help with a specific issue. It's not a gossiping partner. At this point, gossips will not do you any good. And then certainly not people to clap indoors. Okay, that you did the right thing. Don't need that. Stay with your decisions and be sure they are your decisions, even if they were not your decision there, but they were just forced to for it to now become part of your story, your decision. Well, focus on yourself and focus on your children. Okay? Don't be shy to look for help. Stay with community that can provide support, not bitterness. When we say support, support in specific issue areas of your human needs. Thankfully, there are several, thankfully, I mean, we're grateful for the internet and so many platforms that you don't need to leave your home to be part of. You don't need to leave your phone to be part of. At the Universal Parenting Institute, we're inaugurating the Concerned Parents Network Global. The Concerned Parents Network Global is for parents, whether co-parents or all kinds of parents, to leverage mentorship support from for life. Mentorship support from any life issue areas. Same thing for the children. We have the PIPE Global, which is Participatory Interactive Peer Education clubs, global, virtual. There are other such groups that you can become part of. And when there are issues, you send a question or you call a number, somebody. At Corporate Global, numbers, emergency numbers, both for the children and the parents themselves. There are counselors, there are mentors that would listen to you virtually. And then if there are partner professionals, partner counselors or mentors that are located around your geographical location, will match you. If you require one-on-one, non-virtual mentorship or counseling. We are not the only one. But then that is the hallmark of the Universal Parenting Institute. For me, that's our biggest program in the entire institute. To be able to be there for parents that need mentorship or counseling, to be able to be there for children that need mentorship, counseling, 24/7 from whichever part of the globe. Okay. We'll put it in place. We're happy with it. So we're saying, don't be shy to reach out. Nobody knows it all. Nobody is all sufficient. No, only one entity, God. So you need other people. Nobody is an island. Okay, so I'm going to pause at this point. We're going to play you back. We always produce a video, okay, for each episode. Today, I'm going to play you back, at this point, I'm going to play you back the video we produced for today's episode. A number of the things I've already talked about here. I don't want to sound repetitive because I know what's in the video. So when you watch the video, it's itemized. And you can go back to watch that video as many times as you like. You know, we have 2 videos to play. After that program video, we're going to play another video for one of our partners whose birthday is today. Okay, she's not here with us today because it's her birthday today. We are still, she might just show up if she can run away from her birthday party. So we know, but then we know it's her birthday. We produced a thank you video, a celebratory message to mark her birthday. So we'll play the video now for self-care for co-parent. And when we return, we'll continue from there. Thank you so much. Don't go away. Thank you.
Co-parenting can be both rewarding and physically and emotionally demanding. After a separation or divorce, co-parents often juggle schedules, responsibilities, and emotional needs for both themselves and their children. Without intentional care, it is easy to feel drained, overwhelmed, or burnt out. Prioritizing your well-being as a co-parent is essential not only for your own health, but also for sustaining a positive co-parenting relationship that benefits your children. Caring for yourself is the foundation that allows you to show up consistently, make thoughtful decisions and contributions, and respond to challenges with patience and clarity. Self-care helps co-parents maintain balance, build resilience, and model healthy coping strategies for the benefit of themselves and their children. To get the most from this series, please subscribe to the #SlowParenting podcast and turn on notifications. Our videos and live streams provide actionable strategies, support, and guidance to help parents create healthier, more sustainable co-parenting experiences. As Dr. Richie Adewusi emphasizes in his book, Effective Co-Parenting: Strategies for Success, Self-care is not selfish. It is essential for maintaining physical, emotional, and mental well-being, especially in challenging situations like co-parenting. Here are 5 practical strategies to take care of yourself as a co-parent. 1. Recognize and reflect on your stress levels. Co-parents must be aware of how stress manifests in their bodies and minds. Signs like fatigue, irritability, disrupted sleep, or difficulty concentrating can indicate burnout is approaching. Reflecting on triggers, such as scheduling conflicts or disagreements with a co-parent, allows you to take targeted steps to reduce stress. Recognizing stress early prevents escalation and ensures you can continue to be emotionally available for your children. 2. Incorporate daily stress relief practices. Simple, consistent routines like mindfulness exercises, deep breathing, short walks, or gentle stretches can significantly reduce tension. Taking even 10 minutes a day to slow down or focus on the present moment helps maintain emotional balance and enhances patience, decision-making, and energy levels. 3. Set boundaries and protect personal time. Clear boundaries around work, parenting responsibilities, and social obligations are essential. Carving out personal time, even for short periods, ensures that co-parents recharge physically and mentally. This time allows you to process emotions, reflect on challenges, and approach co-parenting with renewed focus and calmness. 4. Engage in activities that restore and inspire. Self-care is personal, and meaningful activities differ for each individual. Reading, creative pursuits, sports, a variety of other hobbies, or spiritual practices can replenish energy and help co-parents feel more grounded. Intentionally engaging in these activities fosters a sense of fulfillment and balance that directly improves your ability to support your children. 5. Build and utilize a support network. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Friends, family, support groups, professional counselors, or parenting communities provide encouragement, guidance, and emotional support. Connecting with others helps co-parents feel less isolated, manage stress more effectively, and gain perspective on challenges, all while modeling healthy support-seeking behavior for children and young people. Prioritizing self-care allows co-parents to show up consistently and respond to challenges with clarity, patience, and emotional availability. When co-parents care for themselves, children and young people benefit from steadier routines, calmer interactions, and more consistent guidance. Practicing self-care also models healthy coping strategies for children and young people, teaching them how to manage stress and prioritize their own well-being. Thank you for watching. If this video is helpful to you, please like and share it, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Kindly share with other parents who may benefit, and stay connected with the #SlowParenting podcast community. You can also explore our other videos and live streams on the #SlowParenting podcast YouTube channel for practical guidance on co-parenting, self-care, and managing parenting challenges. Please subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on all episodes in this series.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I want to believe you saw the beautiful birthday video for Dr. Chikondi. We appreciate her very much. She's not here with us today because it's her birthday, and we produced that short video just to wish her happy birthday. So we're going to go into questions and contributions from community members. While we were watching that video, somebody on TikTok said that, I think, if I can, guys, could you send me that? I can't see it here. It said is the essence of parenting not to take care of the children. That I'm paraphrasing now because I think that's not exactly the. Please, guys, send me that question. That self-care is not important. That the whole essence of parenting is to take care of the children. So if the parents don't take care of themselves, how are they going to be able to take care of their children? Okay. Okay. It says here, okay, they've sent it to me. Say, I thought parenting was about giving your all for your children. Self-care is not. Who said if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your children? That's exactly what this whole episode today is. And because some people actually get carried away by that. I'm living for my children, I'm living for my children, they neglect themselves. And then crazy things happen. And the children for whom you are living now get to be alone. If you're living for your children, you're living for your children, and you develop some mental health issues and you're constrained somewhere, how are you useful to your children? Even if it's other physical issues that restrain you in one place, how are you useful to your children? So you're living for your children should mean you're living for yourself first. You have to be well first, please. Yeah, okay. So how exactly does burnout manifest for those of us that have not experienced it? Okay, let me play the devil's advocate. Should I tell you now that you have to experience it to understand it? Burnout presents to people differently. But then one thing probably is common. It's just that you can't function properly. You are not just yourself. It could either be your energy, your eyesight, your health. Burnout can present in so many ways. Burnout's summary is that state of being that just gets you not to be able to function properly. It could just be that you are not just interested in doing it. You are healthy. You're just, but there's no motivation. You're just not interested. Yes. Or you are interested, you want to do, but then physically you can't. You just need to slow down. Okay? I'm not a medical doctor. I correct people over that a lot. But then it's English. Burnout. Is it wise for a co-parent to have one day in the week to only themselves? If you can afford it. This is an issue of affordability. You don't work. Even when you work for yourself, you know, I have functioned in both sides. Until 9 years ago, I have never worked for anyone else in my entire life. I have never worked for a paycheck until 9 years ago. Okay? So I understand, even when you're working for yourself, say self-employed, you're a businessman, you're whatever, you don't own your time. The closing time, well, you can decide that, okay, yeah, yes, you can decide that I'm not, because you are not reporting to somebody. But then you find out more often than not that you are not even at liberty to say I'm not. When everybody has closed and gone, you are there. Before anybody resumes, you are there. And then people who feel for you a little bit might ask you, please, sir, I just want to ask, I hope you will not get angry. We left you here yesterday, and this morning we met you here. Are you, sir, is everything okay? Yes, sir, everything is okay. Yes. Okay. So it's about pacing yourself, prioritizing issues, and know your body. Understand your body. When your body complains, it needs rest, please, whatever it is, unpack, shuffle, put in the whatever, close the laptop, close, and then take a rest. take a rest. If you have to rest, please do take a rest. Okay? When does it become necessary for a parent to go through therapy? When you need it. You will know when you need which type of therapy anyway. You will need when we've said here, don't be shy to go for help. Thankfully, you can find most anything now on your phone, from your phone. Depending on what kind of therapy you need, you don't need to ask you. Go to your phone, go and ask Claude, not even ChatGPT anymore. Claude might even be your therapist at that point and tell you what you can do in that one condition or the other. And then if you need help, we tell you what kind of help you need, where you probably should need to go to look for the help. Use available technology, okay? From your experience, what is the best way to protect your mental health as a parent? Set boundaries to start with. He didn't say as co-parent, he said as a parent. Agree on boundaries so you don't go crazy. Because sometimes you can discipline people and the person that you discipline wouldn't suffer as much as you that had discipline. But because you needed to, what happened needed to happen, you're blaming yourself. But if you had boundaries, let me tell you some other thing that boundary does. Boundary doesn't mean you must enforce, no. But it said that that person, the guilty party, knows he's done something wrong and knows what the result is. So when you are letting the person off, the person knows that, daddy let me off today. Man, I'm not going to do that again. Fine, that's what you want to hear. I'm not going to do that again. Yeah. Okay? So you will know when you need, you know when, okay, no, this one is not when you need therapy. This is protect your mental health. Make communication two-way. Make it mutual from the boundaries you've set. It will save you from screaming because you already just say it nicely. You remember you are not supposed to do that. And when you laugh certain kind of laugh, people know the result of that. They know why you're laughing because they know, all of you know what the result of the misbehavior is going to be. So people will caution themselves. You save yourself from flipping over. And if you're talking in terms of co-parenting situations, control what, don't bother yourself about what you can't, what you don't have control over. Don't be like they will say in Nigeria, don't take Panadol or Tylenol or any other pain reliever on behalf of somebody else's for somebody else who has headache. You don't have headache, but you are the one taking the pain reliever. Don't. The children are not with you. Free your mind. Again, you have boundaries. You have agreement as to how they will behave when you are not there. It will help you, will help your mental and physical health, actually, not even just mental, and your relational health. Boundaries, okay? And one of the biggest causes of stress is lack of sleep. Parents, please prioritize good sleep. It may not be the perfect 8 hours every. Oh, this person is advising. Thank you. Yes. Know your language. Study your body language, your body routine. All of us don't. Some of us to sleep for 8 hours. Have I died? I'm sorry, I'm using such language. 8 hours, lie down, sleeping for what? I will fall asleep sleeping for 8 hours. But it's not the same for everybody. For some of us, 1 hour nap, 2 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep, you are refreshed. It's not about the length, but the state of your mind when you retire. Yes, okay. Self-care hobbies can be addictive, can be addictions. How do parents prevent? Just like every other addiction, know your limits. Know your limit. If you have your routines, if you have things you have to do, and then something is eating into a time for doing some other productive thing, you should get away from that thing, apart from addiction or no addiction. When something, whatever it is, begins to eat into productive time, times you need for doing other things, you should caution yourself. Okay? You should caution yourself. You go to the gym, you can't spend the whole day in the gym. What will you be doing? You go to jog, you can't jog for the whole day. You go to spoil yourself by eating out whatever it is you go to eat. You can't eat out all day. So, yeah. Can self-care activities involve your children? For example, doing something you enjoy with them? Sure. It is self-care. Your care, they're part of the care. So if there's something all of you enjoy doing together, it's part of it. They might actually help you. Okay? They might actually help you in performing some of those functions. Then you enjoy it. It's actually more fulfilling, if you ask me. Okay, this one says, I have 5 children, all 5 years or younger. I have 5 children, all 5 years or younger. Personal time is not possible for me. You have to find it. You have to find personal time. And finding that personal time is about negotiating. It's about, we'll go back to the issue of boundaries again. Boundaries, please, let me explain this. When we say boundaries, we're not just talking rules. You are agreeing. It's not just don't do this, don't do this. It's about, it could be about this is how we'll be doing this. Or please, when you see this door closed, just know that I just need to catch my breath. Just don't come into my room. No, don't let it get to that point. I agree. You have 5 children. You go to work, yes, you'll probably come back. Let them even know what they can help you with immediately you come back from. No, even the one that is 5 years. Yes. It's not child abuse. No. You can help mommy take or help daddy take the shoe. But that child is also learning how to keep things properly. Okay? Involve your children in your self-care. It's like the previous question. In the case of this person now that said, I have 5 children, all 5 years or younger. No, wait. There's something about this question. I have 5 children, all 5 years or younger. So the eldest one is 5 years. How did you do it? That's the first thing, because that's the other thing. We're talking about parenting here. Be intentional. Or if you had quadruplets, well, there's nothing anybody can do about that. Nobody's got to have said you have 4 children at the same time. But if there are not 4 children at the same time and the first one is 5 years, maybe the second one is 3 years, there are still 3 more. Unless you get back to the 3 of them, please, how did that happen? Okay? If it happened, you have not done yourself any favor. So you have to find a way to find means to be present, because I'm sorry, you brought them to the world. You got to take care of them. That's what we say. Don't have children you are not able to take care of. Not just money. Not just now. Can money buy you an extra hour in the day? Even from this scenario now? No. So have children you'll be able to take care of, not just money. You can't have all the money in the world. Well, your money can now get you third parties who will play with the children, but they are not you. If you know us in this program, it's about you and them, not third parties, even when you can afford it. Okay? So people, I want to thank you so very much. Dr. Chikondi, if you are watching this, or if you're going to watch this at any point in time, happy birthday. We appreciate you. We missed you today, but we are happy that you're doing stuff with your family, you're practicing what you are preaching here on this program by being with your children and your families on your birthday. So happy birthday, enjoy your day. Just DHL us the cake and the drinks from Malawi. You know the address, okay? Send it to all of us at Nostalgia Media, the Universal Parenting Institute, and Slow Parenting Podcast, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, family, for being here with me today. By the way, those of us in North America and Europe, well, the daytime saving thing has changed. Okay, I was almost committing a blunder today. Okay, so the program is now 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US and Canada, no longer 1 p.m. This would last till November. Okay, so it's now 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but the West African time does not change. It's 7 p.m. So we still take our bearing from West Africa. Okay, it's still every Wednesday. It's still the Slow Parenting Podcast. From here, my name is still Richie Adewusi. Thank you for being part of our show. Please, thank you for subscribing. All of you who have subscribed so far, thank you for subscribing. If you are just making up your mind to, okay, share, invite your friends over. Let's build this community to support and help ourselves in our parenting chores. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.